Now the question before us is, the coach of a cricket team buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3900. Later she buys another bat and 3 more balls of the same kind for rupees 1300. Represent this situation algebraically and geometrically. Now here in this question, the cost of one bat or one ball is not given. We may also add that this question pertains to the pair of linear equation in two variables. That is, the one variable may be x, the other may be y. So here, when the cost of one bat and one ball is not given, we will assume it. Let the cost of one bat is equal to rupees x. We may add that either we write rupees or we write rupees in this way. It is one and the same thing. Next, we also assume the cost of one ball. It is rupees y. We have assumed it. Now what is given in the first scenario? It is given that coach buys 3 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3900. This is the first scenario. We can also write it as cost of 3 bats plus cost of 6 balls is equal to rupees 3900. We can also write this cost of 3 bats. What is the cost of one bat? X. What is the cost of 3 bats? 3x. What is the cost of one ball? Y. What is the cost of 6 balls? It is 6y is equal to 3900. We can also write it as 3 into x plus 2y is equal to, we can also write it as x plus 2y is equal to, because 3 will from here go to the lower side of the other side. So 3900 will be divided by 3 and it will become 1300. So x plus 2y is equal to 1300. This is the first linear equation which represents the first situation algebraically. Now what is the another? It is one bat, 3 balls. Now what is given? One bat and 3 balls of the same kind for rupees 1300. Cost of one bat and 3 balls for rupees 1300. So we can also write it as, what is the cost of one bat? It is x. Now what is the cost of 3 balls? It is 3y. So now what is it? It is 1300. This is the second scenario. What was the first? First was x plus 2y is equal to 1300. So now we have arrived at the both the equations algebraically. Now we will take first equation first. First equation was x plus 2y is equal to 1300. X plus 2y is equal to 1300. This is the first scenario. So now we are to represent both these equations in the form of geometrically, in the graphically. We are to represent these equations graphically. But to draw these equations graphically, we will have to find out the two solutions in each case. Two solutions means the value of x and y we will have to find it twice, because by finding out two solutions we will be able to plot 2 points on the paper which can be joined together. So now for equation this, we will now find out the two scenarios. How we, for the purpose of simple explanation, I can tell you that this may be like this: x plus y is equal to 3. Suppose the value of x is taken as 600, the other will be this, or the one situation may be this: 700 plus 613. This is not pertaining to the question, I am simply explaining the concept. Thus in this way we have to find out the values. So now we will assume the value of x. Here we will take at least two scenarios so that we may arrive at two solutions. You can find out more than three solutions, more than two solutions, that is say three. And if you will join all the solutions, all the points on the paper, you will find a straight line. So now we will form two solutions in respect of the first this equation: x plus 2y is equal to 1300. So now first we assume let x is equal to 0. So now what is the equation? X plus 2y is equal to, now we will put the value. So what will be it? X plus 2y is equal to 1300, 2y is equal to 1300, y is equal to 1300 divided by 2, it will be y is equal to 650. This is the first scenario. We will write it in the form of a graph. X, y, what is the value of x? It is 0. What is the value of y, which we have arrived at 650? What is another scenario? We will assume here x as is equal to 100. So now we will again put this value in this equation. It will come 100 plus 2y. Now we can also write it as 2y is equal to 1300 minus 100. 2y is equal to 1200, y is equal to 600. So this is the second solution. Value of x is 100, y is 600. We can also write the solutions in this way: 0, 650. Another solution is 100, 600. The value of x is to be taken first, value of y thereafter, value of x first. Then these are the two solutions in respect of the equation x plus 2y is equal to 1300. So now we will take this equation: x plus 3y is equal to 1300. Here we will also have to find out two solutions, that is we will assume the value of x. Let x is equal to 0. What will happen? 0 plus 3y is equal to this. 3y is equal to 1300. Y is equal to 1300 divided by 3. What happens? Let us see. 4433.33. This is the value of y. We form here the table where we will write the values of x and y. When x is 0, value of y is 433.33. So now let x is equal to 100. So now let us see what happens. We will again fill the value as 0, 100 plus 3y is equal to 1300. 3y is equal to 1300 minus 100. 3y is equal to 1200. Y is equal to 1200 divided by 3. Y is equal to 400. So when x is 100, y is 400. So now what are the two solutions we have arrived at? In each case we will write here. We will form here graph of both the solutions which we have arrived at. I have to write it again because this is not a question answer sheet where we can see from the previous sheets. Here we will have to go one step behind. 0, 650, 100, 600. What were the solutions? 0, 650, 100 and 600. Here the value of x was again taken as 0. What was the value of y? 433.33. 433.33. Here 100 and it was 400. So these are the values which we have arrived at. 0, 650, 100, 600. So on the basis of these two solutions, that is 0, 650 and another 100, 600, and in this case 0, 43.33 and another 100, 400, we will now form the graph. So now what is the geometrical representation we will form here? This is x-axis, this is y-axis, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. In the same way, it will be minus 100, here 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So now we will form the geometrical representation of these two solutions. First, the value of x is 0. Here it is 0. What is the value of y? It is 650. Here it will come here 650. It will be the first point. Now the second is x is 100. Here 100. What is the value of y? It is 600. It is somewhat here. So here we will join both these 2 points. We will redraw it because it was not run properly. This is the first, and we will also have to write here the solutions on the basis of which these 2 points have been arrived at. This is value of x is 0 and value of y is 650. And what is this other? This is value of x is 100, value of y is 600. Now we will also have to write the equation here. Now what is the equation here? It is the first equation, x plus 2y is equal to x plus 2y is equal to this. This is the first equation. Now what is the second scenario? Second scenario is x is 0, value of y is 433.33. Here it will be like here, somewhat here. So next point is value of x is 100, value of y is 400. It will be here. So now we will join both these 2 points. In the exam, you can connect these points properly with the help of. So this is the second point. This is the first point. You will also have to write here the solution on the basis of which this point was calculated, obtained. This is the first point. This is the second point, and the solution here it is value of x is 100, value of y is 400. And what is the equation? It is x plus 3y is equal to 1300. So when you are forming the graphical or geometrical representation of the linear equation, you are to mention the equation as well as the solution on the basis of which the relevant point was obtained. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.